Y'all, Chastity decided to take a nap on the floor right by her bean bag. I'm gonna leave her there. Good afternoon, guys. Hi. So today I'm doing a roast. Traditionally, the way I was taught, I'm gonna stuff the roast with garlic. You see, I have my garlic on the side, and then I'll season it down really good. Okay. So I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, and I'll see you guys in a little bit after I finish stuffing the roast with garlic. What I do is I just cut little slits into it, and then I'll stuff it, put garlic inside. Okay. See you in a little bit. Use this seasoning salt and this garlic powder. You see it? And this onion powder. And also this Italian seasoning because of the simple fact it has like oregano in it, thyme, rosemary, savory, basil, and sage. And some parsley flakes. I also have an onion that I need to cut up, okay? I usually use seasonal, but since I don't have any at the time, I'm going to use this. This is what was in my cabinet. I need to restock up on my seasoning. And I don't use a lot of this seasoning though because it could be really, really salty. And after I finish doing this side, I'm going to flip it over and do the other side, okay? And I'm going to be putting this in a pot. Sometimes I put it in the oven, but today I'll be cooking the roast on top of the stove. I'm going to flip it over and repeat the same thing. And like I said, when I'm using this seasoning salt, I don't put a lot of it at all. So that's it for that. And I'm going to cut it up and cut some onion up. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut some onion up and put the roast in a pot. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So this is what the seasoned roast look like. I fully seasoned it, stuffed it with garlic, and I think I'm going to actually make a gravy for it. You could usually make his own gravy, but I think I want something a little bit thicker. So I'll be in that process. So I have some onion in a pot, just sauteing some onion and some Crisco cooking oil. Just getting the pot all heated up for the roast. So I'm going to put the roast in the pot just to brown it a little bit, guys, before I do the gravy. Just to brown it a little bit on both sides. And what I'll do is once it browns on this side, I'll flip it and brown it on the other side, and I'll take it back out and I'll start my gravy, okay? Okay, so for the gravy, I've added a little bit more oil, and I'm going to let it heat up some. Then I'll add some flour. I'm going to add a little bit of flour to the gravy. A little bit of flour to the gravy. More flour. You add the flour depending on the consistency you want, like if you want it thick or thin. If you can see it turning color, the color is changing. I usually keep it on a medium fire, about 5 or a little bit above 5. And I'm going to keep stirring just to make sure it doesn't stick. Sometimes I let it sit for a while just to let it get brown. Okay. Okay, so I'll let it get brown and I'll show you guys in a little bit, okay? Okay, you can see the color has changed drastically. You can see how dark it is. And I think that's about the color I want. So I'm going to add some water to it, okay? That's the color I'm looking for right there. The color of the gravy now. What you see in the pot of the onions and the seasoning that I've added to it. And I'm basically going to put the roast in there. And that's just enough of gravy, guys, for the roast to get covered. And I'm going to put the top on it and let it cook. And I'll show you guys the outcome, okay? Hey y'all, so I'm watching Inventing Anna. I tried to watch it last night, but I had watched, what was I watching on Netflix? I forgot. It's Magnolia, I think Sweet Magnolias. I basically binge watched that all the way until the last episode. And then by the time I got to Inventing Anna, I was sleepy. So I'm starting it all over again. And I'm currently folding clothes. I've started my roast. I vacuumed. I've dusted like the window sills and tried to vacuum the blinds. Ugh, I hate dust. Like, I hate dust and I hate dusting. That doesn't make any sense, but I think I'm allergic to it too because every time I have to dust, I get really, really like itchy. Currently folding clothes, waiting for the food to get done. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do potatoes with the roast or just rice and gravy. But I think my kids are weird. They don't really like potatoes that much. My son don't either, so I'll probably end up doing rice and gravy with the roast. So yeah, this is our Sunday, guys. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. And I'll see you in a little bit. I'll show you the outcome to the roast, and I'm gonna continue watching this new series or movie or whatever it is, Inventing Anna. See you later. Bye bye. You guys, the roast is done. As you can see, it's brown, and the gravy I made has gotten darker. Okay, and then it's really, really good, guys. It's really, really tender. I don't want to pick it up because it's falling apart, but I'll plate it and show it to you. Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm finished fixing the roast, and my kids chose to do gravy and rice, and I added some peas and carrots to the side. They're not a big mashed potato fan, sorry. So this is the roast. As you can see, it's nice and tender, and I cooked it on top of the stove. I made the gravy and everything. Okay, so this is Sunday's dinner. You guys have a good evening, and I'm gonna continue watching Netflix and eating my dinner, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.